What would a war between the United States and Iran actually look like? It's a question that's been on many people's minds for years, and the possibilities are more complex than you might think. Let's break down some potential scenarios, moving from the least to the most intense. First, we have the scenario of covert operations and proxy conflicts. Instead of direct military confrontation, think of conflicts in Yemen, Syria, and Iraq. The US might use special forces and drone strikes against key Iranian assets or allied militias, while Iran could disrupt oil shipping in the Strait of Hormuz or target US bases through its regional partners. This keeps the conflict below the threshold of all-out war, but it's a dangerous game of cat and mouse that could easily escalate. A more direct, but still limited scenario would involve targeted airstrikes. If tensions were to spike, perhaps due to a direct attack on US personnel or a major move in Iran's nuclear program, the United States could launch a series of strikes against specific targets. This might include nuclear facilities, missile launch sites, Revolutionary Guard bases, and naval assets. The goal would be to degrade Iran's military capabilities without a full-scale invasion. However, Iran would almost certainly retaliate. This could trigger a wider regional conflict that would be incredibly difficult to contain. They could launch their own ballistic missiles at US bases in the region, attack allies like Saudi Arabia or Israel, and unleash their proxy forces across the Middle East. Then there's the most extreme scenario, a full-scale invasion and occupation. This is the least likely option due to the immense costs and risks. Iran is not Iraq or Afghanistan. It's a much larger country with a population of over 85 million, a formidable military, and difficult mountainous terrain that's perfect for guerrilla warfare. A ground invasion would require hundreds of thousands of troops and would likely result in a long, bloody, and costly occupation. The human and economic toll would be catastrophic, not just for the US and Iran, but for the entire global economy, as oil prices would skyrocket. Iran's military, though technologically inferior to the US, is designed for asymmetric warfare and would inflict heavy casualties on any invading force. So, what's the takeaway? A direct conflict between the US and Iran would be devastating, with no easy victory for either side. The most likely scenarios involve continued proxy warfare and the constant risk of escalation to limited strikes. A full-scale invasion is a nightmare scenario that most strategists agree would be a colossal mistake. The intricate web of alliances and economic interdependencies means that a war wouldn't be confined to just two countries. It would have global consequences. Understanding these possibilities is crucial, not to fearmonger, but to appreciate the importance of diplomacy and de-escalation in this volatile region. Thanks for watching, and if you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis.